Hi, I'm Sam, and I'm here with Usama. Welcome back to Bits. Today we're talking about something that's often hiding in plain sight, shadow IT and the invisible attack surface. Usama, when we talk about shadow IT, it kind of sounds like something out of a spy movie. But what does this actually mean for normal businesses?
Hello, Sam. Hello, everyone. I wouldn't say necessarily a spy movie, but basically it's any technology, app, device, cloud service that your employees use that your technology people or your IT department doesn't know about.
So why is this happening? Are employees trying to be sneaky?
I don't think so. I think employees are just trying to look for path of least resistance to get their job done. And sometimes the enterprise applications that they have readily available aren't that good. So they seek for something that's better that's out there.
That makes sense. But if this is helping with their productivity, why is it such a big risk?
Well, I think the biggest problem with it is these are systems that people didn't review, especially your IT department or CISOs, security people, etc. They didn't review these. They didn't place controls like privacy controls, etc. So it's kind of like free for all, which means that there are going to be consequences.
So I imagine the newest back window people are opening is AI, right? I've heard the term shadow AI popping up lately. Can we talk about that?
Sure, I think AI is adding a little bit more risk because somehow people and employees are getting more comfortable interacting with the AI models out there. And with that, they're adding more information or providing more information that sometimes could place their organization at risk.
So let's play a game. I have a list of a few scenarios, and I want you to tell me if these are green, yellow, or red flags. Ready?
Let's do it.
So the first one is pasting a customer's email list to draft a newsletter.
That's a terrible idea because I don't know if you want to leak out your customer information. And I think also it breaks a lot of rules, so don't do it.
Okay. What about asking AI to explain a complex public government regulation?
Actually, that's perfectly okay. I do it sometimes. I'm sure a lot of you do. AI is really good at it. It creates a lot of summaries, so I'm definitely a proponent of it.
How about pasting your company's proprietary code to find a bug?
Really, really bad idea. Because look, you're sharing the information. It's in a public domain, and now people have access to it. Terrible idea.
Okay. What if we were to summarize notes from a general team brainstorming session?
I would say that that one depends. It depends on the information and what you're discussing in the meeting. Just be careful around it. Review kind of what the agenda is and what you guys are discussing. If it's generic, who cares? But if it's not generic, if it's specific or contains some information that should have privacy controls, don't do it, especially around names, customers, code, a strategy, etc.
Okay. What about uploading an internal PDF of Q4 financial projections?
Seriously, that would be terrible idea. Don't do it.
Okay.
Terrible.
What if we were to use a corporate licensed version of an AI tool?
That is a great idea all the time because in many ways, if the organization, if your company provided you with this technology, they've reviewed it, and therefore they're responsible for the security of it and the controls of it more so than you, and therefore definitely go for it.
Okay. Last one. Putting an employee's performance review in for feedback.
I'm going to lean into it's a bad idea because, let's say that information is leaked out and the employee figured out through inference that it's them. I would say that puts everybody in a really bad situation. Let's avoid that.
Even with like the name and private information removed?
Yeah, because look, at the end of the day, yeah, it's going to create problems that you don't need and your company doesn't need. And if it's going to hurt that employee's feelings, then definitely you don't want that either.
Thanks for the breakdown, Usama. So lastly, if somebody has to use these tools for work, what's the best way to de-risk the situation?
Well, I would say probably just make sure there's no personal information in there, toggle the privacy controls. You don't have to train the model every time you interact with it. And if you have corporate tools that have AI in them, use those preferably, because that way you don't transfer the liability to the organization, and you keep things safe.
Thank you so much, Usama, and thanks to those watching. We'll see you next time on Bits.